When I went out to preach, every time I made a speech, I made some money. People would pay to hear what I'd say, 'cause when I was young, I had a silver tongue. Yeah, I could speak to you and freak about your soul's salvation. This sin-filled nation, the dangers of temptation. Yeah, I could tell you all about sin and how it sucks you in, and how Jesus died so you wouldn't get fried. But when I'd come home, I was a prophet alone. I needed money. And that's when I started selling vacuum cleaners, door to door. I started selling vacuum cleaners like they was Jesus, and Jesus like he was a vacuum cleaner. Now, you've seen a shaft of sunlight coming through the window at about a 45-degree angle. What'd you see floating around in that little shaft of sunlight? Little dust particles in the air, isn't that right? When you see them up in the air, you call them dust particles in the air, but when you see them on the floor, you say, my floors are dirty, I want to get the dirt out of the house. When you're walking downtown behind some old codger and he expostulates on the sidewalk, if you see him do it, you walk around it, but 9 times out of 10, you don't see him do it. You walk right through it, you get it on the soles of your shoes, you walk across the room, you stir it up in the air, and you call it dust particles in the air. Now I want you to tell me the difference between the dust in the air, the dirt on the floor, and the filth, crud, scuzz, and caca in the streets. Doesn't make any difference, does it? There is no difference. Now, when most people realize this condition exists in their home, they run right out and they buy a vacuum cleaner. Now, you can spend $19.95 for a vacuum cleaner, or you can spend $1,595 for a vacuum cleaner, and you still have one that pulls the air in one end, sends it out the other end with the bag in the middle to catch the dirt. Now, the one thing a vacuum cleaner salesman never talks about when he sells you and me that vacuum cleaner is that bag in the middle. It's porous. And it has to be in order for the vacuum cleaner to function. Now, because that bag's porous, what do you suppose happens to a third of the dirt that comes in the front end? Goes right out the other end, doesn't it? If you can't see it, you can smell it, because vacuum cleaners stink. If I took a glass of water, poured it through a vacuum cleaner bag, and offered you to drink it, you'd throw me out of here, and I wouldn't blame you. Or if I took a vacuum cleaner bag and held it up to your little child's face and told him to take a deep breath, you'd kick me right straight to the street, and I wouldn't blame you. But if you do that, then why would you take a vacuum cleaner, run it for 5 minutes inside your home, and run all the air you're breathing right through a vacuum cleaner bag and put it up in the air and breathe it? Just doesn't make good sense, does it, brothers and sisters? Well, that's why I started selling the dewdrops of cleanliness on a plastic swivel, the beatinest thing you've ever seen to get your home nice and clean. It's called the Rainbow. It pumps the air in one end, drops it down in 2 quarts of water, and then sends it back nice and clean. The Rainbow operates on the idea that wet dust doesn't fly. You can go out here and stomp your foot in a mud hole and you're not going to raise up any dust. Isn't that right? Now, you can use the Rainbow as an air filter, a vaporizer, a sanitizer, deodorizer, a smoke eradicator. You can use it as a vacuum cleaner. You can mop your floors, shampoo your carpets, defrost your refrigerators, dry your hair, massage your scalp, unstop the sinks and toilets, get the aphids off of roses, and you can use it as a hookah. Rainbow, I'm always dreaming of you, Rainbow. You are the one fine product I can show and sell folks with pride. Tell the truth and never have a thing to hide. Oh, Rainbow, I love you more than you can ever know. So when all is said and done, there is really only one. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Thank you.